welcome to an Everyday Canines video. In this series we're looking at the Kennel Club Good Citizen Dog Scheme, all through its various levels, and there are 4 levels: puppy, bronze, silver and gold. The reason we're looking at this is because many of you coming along will perhaps be taking this as part of your puppy class training, and it's good to have videos there that you can flick back on and see the assessment. Others of you may want to take it but may not have access to classes. You may only be able to access the assessment stages, so you won't be able to practice this at home. And also, even if you're not doing that, these are exercises that are really good foundational exercises for your dog, and that's what they're designed to be. The Kennel Club has set these all out as exercises they feel that your dog will benefit from having and knowing. You know, so there's stuff there such as looking at the dog's overall behaviour around strangers, around strange dogs, around being handled, things like that, which are things that could all have factors in everyday life and are certainly worthwhile having. So in this beginning series we're going to be looking at the puppy level. The puppy level is generally considered to be appropriate to the puppy up to 12 months of age. However, sometimes if you've got a new rescue dog, perhaps even if they're older, that might be appropriate for them to start doing the puppy foundation level because they just haven't had perhaps the socialization or the interaction with people they would need for the higher level. So it can be a good little foundational situation to put the dogs into. Our rescue greyhound Angel, we got her when she was 3, but she started in the puppy class doing the puppy foundation. She wasn't there very long, but it just gave her that little introduction, just getting her started. And it was also enabled our trainers to assess her and see where she was in relation to training, in relation to people. There's no minimum age that the Kennel Club has set. It's a maximum age of 12 months. It's generally considered up to the training club, the assessor, to say what age a puppy can join. You generally, I think the youngest you're probably looking at 8 weeks, because that's when most people have their puppy. I think most of mine have started, Sparrow was 9 weeks, Swift was probably 9 or 10 weeks. Pie, because of lockdown, hasn't been able to start until she was 7 months. But we obviously did the stuff at home. Puppies should spend a minimum of 4 weeks in the puppy class doing these puppy foundations before being allowed to move on to the bronze. Now, they don't have to have completed all the exercises in the puppy to move on to the bronze class, but it's a good idea to look at it as advisable. And some clubs say that your dog can't move on even after that 4 weeks unless they have completed all the puppy skills, and then they can move on to the bronze. Similarly, a dog doesn't have to have done the puppy to take their bronze test. If they're older and they come into training, they can go straight into bronze and start doing bronze. But it's just a nice little warm-up foundation, and certainly for puppies it's ideal. So when we're looking at this, and when you're looking at a training class, what are you wanting from this? We want positive-based training. We want everything the dogs are being taught, puppies especially being taught. None of it should be done by force. It should all be done by using treats, toys, shaping. Some people are very negative about luring, but for beginners that is a very easy method of starting their dogs off, and as long as they're moved on by the trainer, there's no issue there. If you get more experienced, shaping then becomes a really good tool, but certainly don't rule out luring. It's not an issue if you go there. But what I wouldn't want to see is I don't want to see going to a training club where the dog is forced into position to sit by jerk on the neck or the collar, or being manhandled into a sit. None of that. I also wouldn't want to see going to a club where they were encouraging the use of anything such as prong collars or electric shock collars. Seriously, there's no need for that in dog training. So you're looking for a positive environment that's run sensibly. The classes are not too big, so the puppy is not utterly overwhelmed, and you are looking to be able to have individual time with the instructor as the instructor goes round, and they're answering questions, helping you out. They should be assessing you all individually. At puppy level, the assessment can be done by your trainer, and they'll have puppy books that they work through to make sure you pass them all. You get a pass or a not ready on each of the exercises. So a pass, obviously, that means you've completed the exercise successfully, they're happy with that, you've passed. Not ready can be for a couple of reasons. It could be the dog hasn't managed to do the exercise. So say in the exercise such as the stay, it could be the puppy just isn't doing it. It's moving, it's breaking position, so it's not completing the stay. That's an obvious not ready. Other factors not ready, however, can also be if the dog is unduly fearful. So if the dog is showing real signs of fear when some of the exercises are occurring, or if the dog is showing aggression when these exercises are occurring. So for instance, if they're doing the element where they're socializing with strange people and the dog is really barking or fearful of that person, they will be classified as not ready, because they just have proven they're not able to do that exercise in that environment. And we're looking for a dog that's a well-balanced dog. That's what this scheme is about. So if a dog can't handle that in training, you need to work on that before it's considered a pass. But generally puppies move through these levels quite smoothly and onto the bronze. And I certainly do think this is a nice way to start most dogs out. So we're going to go through the exercise individually with you so you can see what you've got to do, and you can look at them, and then even if you don't do the Kennel Club scheme, you're going to have some great foundation stuff to do with your puppy. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you'll join us for the rest of these videos. And if you are enjoying this, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel so you're always updated when the next videos come out. And you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. And I hope to see you all again very, very soon.